They know what they are doing,
Yeah.
and here they made sure that they implement it. Rediko, what other service delivery projects have you undertaken within this area?
Closer in this area, in actual fact, when there was a tragedy, which is the flood damage that happened in 2013, it washed away 3 bridges here, which is a bridge in Hebron, and the bridge in Klipgat, and also this one of Madidi. So we had, as a Department of Public Works and Roads, to start with the Hebron and also Klipgat as a first phase, because we understood that if these projects were a priority, and then also we can confirm as a Department of Public Works that if those 2 bridges were completed without fail, and they are there now and they are being used, and the same type of a quality that we are seeing in Madidi is also there, and the people are happy with those bridges, and then we had to come to this one. And then the other projects that we have done here, I think I should also highlight the one of Brett Sonop, which is over 100 million, is a rehabilitation of a road. So we are busy as we speak. They are busy constructing it. And also here around, we also have done the reseal and the rehabilitation of the road here in Madidi. Is recent. It's just that there is a minor problem that we are addressing as a department. There is a maintenance project under Z640 here. We have got the company which has done the work that it doesn't represent the Department of Public Works. The work is not good. So I've went there myself, and we have written letters to the contractor. We want the contractor to repair that road, so that when we deliver the service, we are serious about the service delivery, and the contractors that are not doing the good job, then they should be accountable and continue delivering the good service to our communities. So the contractor is already instructed to reconstruct or reseal the road of Z640 here in Madidi. Is the only one that we are having a problem. But the other project around Madibeng, in 2017-18, also we have also repaired another 3 bridges which we are proud of in Bretts under the same municipality. So also those bridges were affected by the floods that were there in 2013. So when we embarked on the strategy of service delivery in this municipality, indeed we can confirm if by to date we have, in the past 5 years, under Madibeng alone, we have spent about 124 million. And we still proceed, because in our 10-year plan, there are projects around the area which we also plan to do. So as long as
Service delivery is definitely happening. If you've just tuned in, of course, that is the voice of Resifiso Diko, who is the Director of Road Project Implementation from the Department of Public Works and Roads. And of course, my name is Bonolo Beasting Mulusiwa. Rebuisana le Rediko, of course, of finding out more of why we came here. Rediko, how does the department plan to address the backlog in as far as roads are concerned in the province, given the state of the roads?
Indeed, that's a very good question, ma'am. What we are doing, we are trying to do more with less. We understand if the economy of the country is shrinking, and the budget that is given to the department is always getting lesser because of our economic situation at the moment. However, indeed, as I've alluded, if we have got our 10-year plan strategy, whereby we have embarked on the roads, the road assessment system, so whereby we check the conditions of the roads, and then we prioritize them accordingly, so that when we decide to say we are doing X road, then we know if there is an engineering system that is supporting that, to say indeed instead of doing X, then we should do Y and so forth. So we have that strategy, and the plan is that since we understand if the network of the province is over 9,783, which is the total road network of the province. So out of that, what we are doing, We are saying, since we know if out of that network, 75% of it is unpaved, that means it's gravel. So we continue to do the maintenance or the re-gravelings of the road, and also on the remaining paved network. So we also do the periodic maintenance, like the rehabilitations, reseal, road rejuvenation, road markings, pothole patching, and so forth. So we are busy with the maintenance of the roads, because the bigger chunk of our budget is coming from the PRMG, which is the Provincial Road Maintenance Grant. Then this is the one that we use to maintain, simply because we understand if our communities, they need to see their roads upgraded. But at the moment, the budget is still less that we have because of our economic conditions. So in the meantime, we're busy with those maintenances, either the major maintenance or routine road maintenance that we are busy with. But on the smaller budget, which is called the equitable share, we also plan to do the upgradings of the roads around the province. Even though that one, because it's expensive, we are starting the roads from scratch. So it doesn't go at the same pace as our community want. So what we are pleading with our community is that since we are doing the maintenance of the roads, they should allow us to do so, to maintain the roads, so that we keep our roads trafficable and safe for our communities, while we are still waiting to upgrade the roads in this province. So if the budget comes and then it get increased, or we get the alternative funding, indeed it is within our heart as a Department of Public Works to continuously upgrade our roads. However, now we are having the maintenance grant, so let's allow the department to maintain the roads without stopping them. Because the reason why I'm stressing on to this point, the communities tends to think if you come and maintain or do the re-graveling on the road, then you will never come back, the department will never come back and upgrade the roads. So they think it's an alternative type of a project, but it's not. While we are still awaiting and we still need to do the upgrading, and we have got the budget of maintenance, we need to continuously maintain so that our roads become safer and they become trafficable. Thank you, ma'am.
You know, Red Diko, three things I've picked up. Number one, I love the fact that you have a walkway on the side for pedestrians and those by bicycle, which of course it is important, as it is Transport Month. We do not just cater for the cars, but also for the people that are, using the road on the sides, because we also believe that when the roads are sorted, people now can come and visit Madidi.
Definitely.
And they all depend on each other. Department of Transport and Public Works obviously will affect the Department of Tourism, and then of course it means that South Africa, then our money can now start being regenerated, especially after COVID-19. And we look forward, of course, to more interactions with the department, and we are happy that you are here to also tell to the community members, can we be patient and wait for those upgradings to occur? Resfiso Diko, for your time, and looking forward, of course, to the cutting of the ribbon a little bit later on. Thank you so much, Rediko.
No, thank you, ma'am, and the listeners at home.
Thank you. That was, of course, Resfiso Diko, who is the director for roads project implementation at the Northwest Department of Public